What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. The North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper. If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet.
I swear
Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown. Careful, the NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I recommend taking it on with small arms.
I'm gonna get this.
Good. You're nearing the command center.
They found us.
Good news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague that escaped from Russia. We can't locate it. See if the leader was... Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Except send you back to the people in a body bag.
I am the people.
That might have been over the line, JC. I don't know. Better head back to base on the west side of the island. Objective complete.
Heard you clean the place out. They crossed the line by going into the statue. That's exactly right. We're already gearing up to hunt these sons of bitches door to door in Manhattan. Need some hardware? Scored an extra scope from a couple of clips we dropped down by the dock. Have it for 700 credits. Also picked up 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other. Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster? Carter? He don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. We're risking our lives out here. I'll take the scope for 700. Just attach this baby to your pistol and you're in business. Glad you're coming around to our way of doing things. Need some hardware? 200 for 10mm ammo. Sounds good.
So much for that minimum force approach. Glad you're coming around to our way of doing things. Need some hardware?
Here's 60 for the tranquilizer darts.
So much for that minimum force approach.
You were a little out of line up there. I don't understand. We could have learned a lot from their leader. He wasn't cooperative. Alex said something about an ambrosia shipment. They captured a boatload of ambrosia, the plague vaccine. We might have found out from the leader where they're taking it. So they just disappeared. We don't know their location. Manderley will brief us shortly. You better get to his office on level 2 and report for duty.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Come on. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password. You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? I guess not. Let's see. JCD, password, Bionic Man.
Hello, Mr. Denton. I guess you're here to see Mr. Manderley. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
Alex already told me. Thanks.
Hey, I'm trying to work.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do you accept my apologies about the situation topside?
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
The academy, yes. I thought they were teaching you discipline there. Don't ever kill a prisoner against my orders again. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Anna Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that time.
Yes, sir.
By the way, did you see what happened to the soldier we sent into the statue? He turned up dead.
No, sir. Friendly fire?
Not so friendly, I'm afraid. I have opened an investigation. Dismissed.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
Better to look good than to have the distractions of another agent who needs backup.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Could you tell me how to find Jaime's office?
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
For instance, not to wipe out the enemy and then leave agents still captured in a locked cell.
No problem.
Get your check. How unprofessional. Expecting a show. Don't think I won't report this.
Please, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I've read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
Sorry, sir, I can't carry anything else right now.
You're getting warm. You're red hot. Looks like you found me.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
You're breaking my concentration.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
I'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Can you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC, about your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
Great. Have anything for me?
Not yet. But remember, if you find one of these canisters, then you need a medbot for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
The medicine.
So let's see. A stealth pistol and what else do you think you'll need?
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade. Engage only on your own terms. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Captain, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. Damn good.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for your work in the statue. I'm docking you 200 for killing the commander against my orders, so that leaves you with 800. Obey orders next time. The bonus for rescuing Agent Herman goes to one of the troopers. By the way, Denton, stay out of the ladies' restroom. That kind of activity embarrasses the agency more than it does you.
Glad to see you've got some balls after all. Let's head out.
Alright, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hill's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
JC, we have to talk. That hostage rescue was a disaster. UNATCO policy is clear. No negotiation. You try for a rescue, and if it works, it works. I don't need you second-guessing me. Always follow policy, and you end up like Ana Navarra. Is that how you want to operate? Never mind. Right now, you've got other things to worry about. What's the situation here? You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source, probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance. Maybe I'll do that. If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Ton Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Ana Navarra shooting spree. Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field.
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in the hotel. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr.
Denton. Hey, it's Denton.
You want these?
What? Give him the grenades.
Look, I know he's your brother, but...
Your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
Just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
Sure, hand them over.
Here you go, with my compliments. Good luck.
buy ambrosia from a drug dealer?
We're talking about your wife, the Grey Death.
I don't know. If I gave it to her...
Joe Green, Midnight Sun, glad to know you. What can you tell me about what's going on out there?
Sorry, regulations prevent me from talking to the press.
Regulations, huh? So you are part of the crackdown.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from UNATCO.
I really can't be bothered right now. How about I ask you a few questions?
Splendid! I certainly would like to know what an international anti-terrorist organization expects to find in a dive like this.
Heard anything about a secret NSF power generator?
Aha! Playing the detective, are we? I take it you've been assigned to eliminate certain weapons systems. Defenses, maybe? Am I getting warm?
Just answer the question.
Let me be more pointed. How does it feel to be ordered to murder civilians just because they support the fastest-growing political movement in this nation's history?
In a democracy, armed rebellion is criminal, not political.
Rebellion, as the Declaration of Independence tells us, is not only our right, but our duty when we have suffered a long train of abuses and usurpations.
You would never forgive yourself if...
I know.
It's to be expected.
Yes?
Just curious. I thought I heard you say ambrosia.
My wife has the plague.
He already lost his daughter.
Sorry to hear that.
So do I trust some street punk called Jojo to get me pharmaceuticals? Trust him with my wife's life?
I thought ambrosia was an urban legend.
Jojo probably just wants to sound like a player. I shouldn't get my hopes up.
I don't know what to say. You just have to do what you think is right. Can I ask a question?
Go right ahead.
I'm looking around for a power generator, possibly hidden, large enough to power a building.
You in real estate?
I just need to find it.
Oh, of course. You know, I tied in power at a place a few blocks south. A warehouse. Strangest thing. They wanted to conceal these gas-driven generators on the second floor. Didn't give a hoot if their own people got asphyxiated.
How do I get over there?
No way through the blockades now. We went over some rooftops to get there. There was a lift. The code was 3316, I think.
Thanks for the tip.
Watch for lambs. I'm picking up sonic transducer activity. I'm sending you a satellite image that should help you plan your approach.
These UNATCO guys are all... Careful. These UNATCO guys are... That's a good piece of cover.
Mandalay has assigned me the peacekeeping occupation of this district.
I took care of the generator. How's the raid going?
They should have sent Agent Navarre. Your brother is timid like a child.
Did something go wrong?
You do not need to hear anything from me. Take the helicopter back to base. I am sure Mandalay has planned a debriefing for the top agents.
Glad to finally meet you, Agent. I'm Jock. Ready to get back to UNATCO HQ?
Let's go.
Welcome back. Your mission was a success. Just about the only bright side of the operation, unfortunately. Report to Manderley for a briefing.
They've got some kind of...
Mr. Dan.
Yeah?
The prisoners on level 3 are a sensitive matter. Leave the interrogations to Mr. Simons. You are authorized to receive your orders from Joseph Manderley, after which you will return to the helipad.
Simons? You guys from DC? What agency?
Please proceed to Manderley's office. We will expect to see you shortly.
Guess you stole the ship.
Don't worry about it. Man, busy, but to wait.
I was here first. Mr. Manderley is in a meeting, JC. You'll have to wait.
I was told to report for a debriefing.
A debriefing. Let me see. In my report, I will tell how you refused to help the NYPD locate the stolen barrel of ambrosia.
I chose to focus on the primary objective.
Let us hope for your sake that Mr. Manderley sees it that way.
Just fire the arrogant son of a bitch.
I have him.
Carry on, Agent.
Air's moving. Someone is nearby.
We'll find him. This guy's just a rookie.
Air's moving. Someone is nearby.
We're looking to you to set an example.
Hello, JC. Come in. Clerical task first. Your op bonus is split between the Castle Clinton and warehouse objectives, 500 each. You only get the 500 for the warehouse. You can forget about any kind of bonus or how you handle the hostage situation in the Battery Park subway station. Agent Navarra is your immediate superior agent. You will follow her orders as though they came from me.
Yes, sir. I won't let you down again. Do you mind if I ask? Who was that you were meeting with?
Politics, bureaucracy, mismanagement. JC, I've got some bad news. The mission failed.
I would have taken out that JoJo punk, but he wasn't even in the warehouse.
Never mind that. He slipped out before you even got to New York.
What about the shipment?
I'm just going to say it straight, JC. Your brother screwed up. We've got nothing, and he's taking the heat this time. The coalition is letting him go.
What went wrong?
We don't know. He hasn't reported back. The rest of the strike force says he lost his nerve.
I think he was trying to avoid casualties. In Hell's Kitchen, instead of clips for the troops, he was issuing tear gas.
Whatever the case, now it's your turn. We've got one more chance to retake that shipment.
Has it been located?
Get any equipment you need from Carter, then take the chopper back to the city. We know they plan to put the ambrosia on a plane, but we don't know which airfield.
Where should I start?
If I were the NSF, I'd be moving it through the subways, the abandoned parts of the infrastructure.
I'll check out the subways.
And stay away from the press this time, especially the tabloids. Do I need to quote the manual? Secrets are lives?
Yes, sir.
Carry on, Agent. Stop following me. I've already reported you once. Stop following...
Looks pretty bad down here.
Keeps getting worse, too. They must be raining bullets out there.
The NSF aren't kidding around. How you holding up?
Fine. I lost one of the privates because a refrigeration unit went down. That's always hard.
You've got a lot on your hands. Don't beat yourself up over faulty equipment.
Hell of a long shift.
Agent Den, marvelous. In addition to an accuracy weapon modification, I've got a couple of multi-tools.
Mr. Carter, can I ask you a question?
Certain.
I'm getting the impression that UNATCO is focused more on military operations than law enforcement.
The focus has shifted lately, I agree.
Agent Navarro said something about wanting to exterminate the terrorists in Castle Clinton, so I skipped that objective. I can't work with someone like her.
Direct intervention is always part of the game. In my day, we were just more civilized about it.
Civilized. That's the word. I guess I was expecting a little more class from the world's anti-terrorist organization.
We just have to strike a balance. Why don't I throw in an extra clip with those multi-tools? I trust you will be able to judge when one or the other is appropriate for achieving mission objectives.
I have one question.
They already asked. I don't know.
One must admire a man who can keep a secret because he has value. What you know more than others makes money and gives you a measure of power.
You Walton Simons? You think I could be bribed?
Margaret Forsyth under NSF protection in Queens. Your son Richard attending Bronx Science. You see, I have a few relevant facts myself. Care to make a trade?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll give you 2 seconds to decide. Get out of it, Denton. This is none of your business.
I can sum it all up in one word. Self-reliance. That's what we stand for.
How about you tell me where that shipment is being taken?
UNATCO assumes that people are incapable of protecting themselves, therefore should submit to surveillance and intimidation by an outside force. We won't do it.
Time's up. Where is the NSF taking the ambrosia?
They asked me already. I don't know.
Need I remind you that in the case of a national emergency, FEMA has a list of 6 million Americans who will be transported to detention centers? Your tabloids call it RX-84.
Yeah, including...
Jesus Christ, Denton. Get your ass back to the helipad. I was trying to conduct an investigation here. Move out, that's an order. I can have you shut down. I just have to give the word. This will go on your record.
I don't think it's... Don't listen.
Get on the helicopter, Mr. Denton. Simons did not appreciate your interference.
What's here?
Let's go.
Battery Park. We know the NSF were moving material through here at one point. Seems like a good place to start looking. After the quakes, the homeless drifted down here. Junkies, runaways, drinkers. Old people have permanent living quarters in an adjacent tunnel system not on my map.
You were the one that turned on the water?
You mean those valves in the tunnel that was caved in?
Yeah, we lost pressure during the explosions on South Street.
I was just exploring. Can you tell me something about the NSF?
The NSF? Yeah, they took over our tunnels.
How do I get there?
Go to the women's restroom on the other side of the station. Look for a keypad under the sink. Combination's 5482.
Great. I'm glad I can help you out.
Hey bro, what's with the get up?
I'm from out of town. I hear the NSF are operating around here somewhere. Know anything about it?
I guess I seen them, but that's it. You a militia type? I can hook you up with some explosives. Serious stuff, man.
How much?
Whoa. We ain't talking firecrackers, understand? What I got, it comes from a guy at UNATCO. Hardcore munitions and shit.
How much?
I got a land. You know what that is? $750.
Pretty steep for secondhand goods.
Either that or you work for it. You into fighting? I need someone to take care of the dealer downstairs.
Already dead.
Yeah? You killed him?
Just another parasite.
Hot damn. That guy you just killed? He's been in my way for months. Now I got the whole station. You can have the land. Now I can afford me a GEP gun.
Oh!
Like they come out somewhere by the airfield. Be careful.
Is someone there?
Base terminal below a private section of LaGuardia. Veer to the east. You should be able to take the elevator to ground level. If you hit trouble, double back across the platform. There's a sewer drain to the northwest which leads to a pond next to the airfield. We think we might know who's moving the shipment. More in a minute.
I heard something.
Looks 10 barrels of ambrosia. We'll be sending a team to recover it. See if you find the other two. Owned by Juan Ivanovich Lebedev. We're certain based on what you've discovered. Terrorists. Your orders are to locate and kill him. We're sending you a map of the airfield. The recovery team. 1 barrel left. We think this one may actually be on Lebedev's jet. Relax, JC. I told the troops to stand down. That's right. I'm working for the NSF. I'll meet you at the 747.
Excellent work. I underestimated your abilities. You work for the NSF? Listen to what I've got to say. We don't have much time. You got that right. UNATCO will have a team here in a few minutes. The Grey Death is a man-made virus. Everyone up to the President is at UNATCO's mercy as long as UNATCO controls the supply of ambrosia. You believe that? We have proof. We need to get the ambrosia to Hong Kong. Heard of Tracer Tong? He can help us synthesize it ourselves. You better step away from the jet. Your boss is my next objective. Join us, JC. Talk to Lebedev. He can convince you.
I surrender.
What?
Easy now, Agent. UNATCO has a policy against killing unarmed prisoners. We have much to learn from each other.
We're assuming control of the airfield. The vaccine will be returned to the international authorities.
Don't you want to hear why your brother came over to our side?
He makes his own decisions.
You know he wouldn't betray UNATCO without a reason. I guess Paul must have convinced you.
All right. We're alone. If you have proof of a conspiracy, let's hear it.
The question you've got to ask, I'm surprised you haven't, is the obvious one. Who am I? Who made me, and for what purpose?
UNATCO has briefed me on my augmentations. Get to the point.
Your parents were murdered precisely because they could have told you the correct answer to that question.
That's a pretty big claim.
You didn't have parents. The ones you knew were employees. You were made by a cabal of technophiles so crazed for power that they would control not only governments and people, but the chemistry of our bodies as well.
Your proof?
You're the proof. You and Paul. When you get back to UNATCO, pay attention. Something's not right. You're really working for a group of conspirators called Majestic 12.
You expect me to believe there's a group of people powerful enough to control the United Nations?
The UN and UNATCO are just a couple of their tools.
Jesus, JC, that was Agent Navarre. She was out of line there about the execution, but oh my God. Manderley will have you shot. We have to erase the log files. I don't like this, but I'll protect you this time. I guess you have to stand up for what you believe.
Manderley has assigned me the peacekeeping occupation of the airport.
Standard procedure, it appears. I'm sure we can count on you.
I want to be the one to execute Lebedev.
Yeah, well, there was shooting on the 747. I didn't see what happened. Maybe Anna beat you to it.
I will investigate. She might need backup.
Hey, about my brother.
A shame that we have to track down and kill one of our most advanced agents. At least we have one of you left.
Don't you think we should give Paul a chance to explain himself? He's been with UNATCO for years.
Only one thing can happen when you break your oath to the Coalition.
Gunter told me about Paul.
It's true. Paul's been working for the NSF.
This is going to shake up the Coalition, JC. I don't know if you realized how important your brother was.
Coalition will recover. I'm not so worried about the Coalition.
UN officials will probably get involved. You'll have to keep your head down if you're going to come through this in one piece. Sure you're ready to head back to base?
I'm ready. Let's move out.
Get in.
Manderley wants you to stop by his office. Don't sweat it if he chews you out. I think you made the right decision by not killing Lebedev.
Don't worry. Manderley calmed down when he heard they picked up Lebedev. I'm gonna stop. You
I can't believe it, JC. What got into Paul?
I guess he got a better offer.
What a blow. I don't know how we'll recover. It's almost like losing a son.
I don't understand it myself, but we've got to go on. Is Manderley available?
Go right in, JC. He has a lot to discuss. Incidentally, I haven't been able to reach Jaime. If you cross paths, could you mention that Walton Simons is looking for him? I'm guessing he's in the break room.
I'll let him know.
Here, take your op bonus. 1,000. Oh, you splitting hairs this time.
I have some bad news about Agent Navarro.
No shit. What the hell happened in there?
Lebedev. A surprise attack.
I find that hard to believe. You're digging your own grave if you cover up for your brother.
Yes, sir. I'm not covering up for Paul, sir.
Because he's gone, JC. I hope you'll understand this. The Coalition has shut down his augmentations and activated the kill switch.
Activated? What?
Some very important officials have become nervous. Nervous about Paul, but also about you.
I think I've proved myself. Can they really kill him by pressing a button?
Yes, and you too. So take these orders seriously. They're sending you to Hong Kong.
What about Paul? Will I get to see him again?
Please, just get your equipment and meet our pilot Jock at the helipad. You'll need to take out a man called Tracer Tong, Paul's contact in Hong Kong. Prove that they can trust you. JC?
Yes.
It's critical that they trust you.
Then what'd you do? You won't give up, will you?
What's wrong?
Agent Denton's the guy I met in the bathroom.
Oh, I see. My vest caught a few slugs.
Do you mind? We're talking. Do you mind? We're talking.
How are you holding up?
Not so good. I don't know who to trust anymore.
No one blames you about Lebedev. You refused an order to kill in cold blood, precisely your duty as a UNATCO peacekeeper.
Manderley certainly does.
He'll cool down. The important thing is that you obey your conscience.
Right.
Tell me what you need, and I'll load you up.
Sniper rifle, 30-06.
You learn fast. I'm impressed. This is no time to talk.
What the hell were you thinking, JC?
Agent Navarro was out of line. I had no choice.
They'll have you killed. They won't even blink an eye.
Neither did I.
Well, watch what you say around Manderley. Let's leave it at that. I've been in contact with Gunther, by the way. No sign of your brother at the airport.
He sure caused his share of trouble. I don't know what to think anymore.
I wonder what it is he found out. Why he'd defect.
He thinks he has proof of a conspiracy.
Wild stuff, huh? I'd like to hear what he has to say. If you hear from him, or if you find out where he is, don't worry about the info link. I'll erase the archives.
I think he's right.
Worth hearing him out. I've never known Paul to make a mistake.
It's Denton! So long, Agent. We'll miss you, Agent.
I'm taking you to New York.
My orders are to go to Hong Kong.
Your brother's in trouble. You need to meet him in Hell's Kitchen at the apartment.
What's wrong?
I'll let him speak for himself. He just wanted me to get you to the hotel. hurt pretty bad. You'll find him at the apartment. If he can walk, get him to come with you. I can pick you guys up in Battery Park.
Is this kill switch real? What's it going to do to you?
I'm afraid that's, classified.
Manderley said you're going to die.
You've got to have God clearance to know. The nanites can be programmed for exponential growth.
There's a chopper that can take us to Hong Kong. You know Jock.
First, you're the only one that can help. I need to send the NSF distress code. UNATCO tracked Lebedev to the other NSF bases, and to Silhouette in France.
Go on.
UNATCO takes payoffs. Silhouette, the other terrorist groups, they're our allies.
I'm prepared to believe you. I killed Agent Navarra, and I'll join you against UNATCO, but I want proof.
You want proof? Pay a visit to the NSF headquarters. Down in the basement, protected by booby traps, a data cube sits on the edge of a table. My report to the militia leaders. Here, I have a photograph of the building. It's a couple blocks to the west, behind the bar.
And I suppose while I'm there, you want me to encrypt a signal with the NSF transmitter, bypass UNATCO's SIGINT?
A lot of people could die. My friend Chad, for example, the leader of Silhouette.
I'll check out the facility, but I can't promise I'll help the terrorists. Be ready to leave for Hong Kong when I get back.
I'll be ready. Hey, you might check in with Smuggler too. You'll need some extra firepower if UNATCO catches you snooping around. His place is to the northwest of the hotel near the subway station. He expects the password, Bloodshot.
Thanks. I can always use more hardware.
I thought they were shipping you off to Hong Kong.
Had to pack a few things. What's going on here?
Damage control. The NSF got their hands on some pretty sensitive material.
Probably had something to do with my two-faced brother.
Nothing we can't clean up.
Mind if I take a look around?
Go right ahead.
You'll need to send the signal from the satellite dish on the top of the warehouse. If you're unable to hack the computers up there, you'll need instructions and account information. Agents who tried to send the signal but got run off left it. A computer on the third floor can unlock the hatch.
Engaging the enemy. God, terrorist.
Howdy, Agent.
I'm receiving confirmation that the signal went out. You even reached Silhouette in France. Come back to the apartment and let's clear out of New York.
Attention. Walton Simons here. What an expensive mistake you turned out to be. I ordered the troops to kill you because, frankly, I don't have the patience to wait for one of those damn kill switches to work.
Your buddy Chad should have received the signal. Come on, UNATCO's after both of us.
Good. He'll be able to get his people to their base in the Paris catacombs. Did you find the records we collected on that weasel, Walton Simons?
I have a question about Simons. The instant I sent the signal, he ordered the troopers to hunt us down. Why does FEMA have authority over UNATCO? I thought FEMA was a domestic agency for flood relief and that sort of thing.
His authority doesn't come from FEMA. He's part of a secret organization, Majestic 12. We don't know much more than the name. They plan to use FEMA as part of a scheme to shut down the US government.
UNATCO! Come on, out the window. We'll meet Jock in Battery Park.
I can't manage the climb. You go ahead. The code to the gate they installed at the subway station is 6282.
I can't just leave you here.
Hold up! Don't be a fool. Run!
Help! There's one. Right there.
They're trying to kill you or something?
JC, I gotta take them. Troops are moving into the park. I'll land again when it looks safe.
There is no escape. You will surrender.
Another peacekeeping occupation?
Not any better. They expect us to take you and Paul alive.
I surrender.
You are the one who killed Agent Navarre. Now you will confess and pay the price.